Hey guys, Ed Wilson for President, Paradise Earth Initiative System. You do realize that all the systems that we're in right now were not made for monopolization to take advantage of people. It's for everyone to have a good life, in an unpredictable world, where there's a lot of things that are going to affect you. And we were supposed to have a society that basically was self-sustaining, meaning everybody was supposed to have chickens, ducks, everything, and basically we would have an abundance so that other people could actually benefit from that. And it wasn't supposed to be for you to capitalize and make millions of dollars so that you could go ahead and have a house on the hill bigger than everybody else's. It was about everybody being able to live and have a decent life, raise your family without having to worry about persecution and being terroristically took advantage of through banking systems and LLCs and other businesses. Freedom was not for your businesses. It was never for that. It was for the individual. The Constitution is not for your business. It is not for your LLC. It is not for any of that. All of those are made up constructs to protect certain people in certain areas of the monopoly, because that's what the United States basic Freemasonic systems are. They're monopolies. That's why they have these little gangs and secret societies in different groups, and that's why your country right now has been besieged. You're overthrown and conquered because all you guys let all this happen. And Rockefeller, one of the main components behind our school system, what did he say? We do not want a nation of thinkers. We want a nation of workers. So they've been poisoning you and dumbing you down for a very long time. And you guys are just sitting there and you're wondering why everybody doesn't want to participate. It's not these people don't want to work. It's just they don't want to work and be robbed and ripped off. Okay? Like, for instance, you work your entire life to own a home and you never own the home. How about allocation? How about once I pay for that property's mine. I can leave it to who I want. I could put it on a paper will or a system of wills and basically just leave it to that person. They shouldn't be paying taxes on something I paid for. There shouldn't be any of that. So once again, I'm just proving to you that the United States is a fraud, and the United States people are really a shitty people to be united with, because they were so easily conquered. You guys don't want to admit you're conquered. I got people saying to me, if you don't like it here, get yourself a passport. I'm not going nowhere. I'm just going to expose you guys to death, and we're going to try to seek independence. If I could get enough people together with their properties and we can allocate these properties, we don't even have to allocate them. We can just make it very clear. We're getting ready to go do this. You leave us alone or else. Have a good day, guys. That's why all this is happening, because you're just a weak people. You're a joke. You're a joke to the world. The whole world thinks you're a joke, okay? And they're right. They're not wrong. You are a joke. You're a conquered joke. They're building 15-minute cities, wanting to put you under digital IDs. And once again, you're eating poison foods. It's been proven that the dual citizenship people in your country are ruled by AIPAC in another country. They put their flag over your flag. That means you're conquered, assholes. That's what it means. It means you're conquered. That's what it means, okay? You are not a free anything. You're a joke. So, I mean, I just want to put that out there. You're wondering why everybody's all, depressed, why these people are out there drinking. Honestly, guys, it'll drive you to drink. It'll drive you to go out there and do drugs. These guys are trying to just smile and be happy for a moment. They go out there and do one of these drugs, and guess what? For a few moments, they got bliss. They're actually looking for God, which is peace and truth, okay? But they got confused along the path, and you guys helped to confuse them. And now you're out there chastising them, because they're homeless and things like that. Hey, remember, most people never got over COVID, okay? Most people never got over COVID, all right? When I say get over COVID, yeah, that whole terrorist action was paid for by the United States government. You look who was behind the United States government, every single bit of it was AIPAC and the Jewish dual citizenship of Israel, which is also connected to another gang. That gang is called Freemasons. So look it up, guys. Look at the Israel connections to Freemasonry. Look at the international connections to Freemasonry globally. And then I have one group of words for you. It's called conflict of interest. And therefore, every single agent, insurance agent, Freemason are all terrorist agents, okay? Your FBI agents, your CIA agents, every single one of them, all government agencies are agents of terrorism. You are in an overthrown country. You can go ahead and get mad at me. You can hate me. You can do whatever you want. I'm totally fine with it. You can call me anti-Semitic. You can call me racist. I'm fine with that as well. Because honestly, you're really the issue. And I'm sorry that you guys got dumbed down so easily and beaten. But look, they beat us too. And I don't want to stay down. I'm not going to remain beaten. You guys can go ahead and die on that hill, okay? That's another whole issue. Every single war that we were in was actually engineered to kill off all the people who had the will to fight. Yeah, guys. McNamara 100,000 for our Vietnam veterans. And then everything after 9/11, all you guys were a different form of McNamara 100,000. That's all you were. So you can go out here and play hero, play soldier, play, whatever, and act like your daddy's a hero and your grandpa's a hero. No, they really weren't, guys. They were really actually used. They were made into chump terrorists. And they never even knew it. They didn't have the mentality to even see what was going on. And I can understand that up to a certain point. Once again, you have to understand the history behind the history and the narratives that were sold to you through the indoctrination system and your overthrown gospel, aka Godspell religions. Have a good day. Bye-bye.